So recently I posted up a video in which this guy was wigging out in my comment section, going hard for like a full 24 hours, claiming that all of feminism and the LGBTQ community was toxic and that I had to speak out about it, and how dare I ignore it, to the point where he was flipping out on my community tab post, going off at me for ignoring it, which we'll get into tonight. So I released a little video because when I went to go look into who he was, when I was trying to figure out why he was so upset, it all made sense. Ended up being not the greatest person, and so I called that out, and I warned the commentary community and the lolcow community, I guess, since it was under a Wrestling Otaku video, that this guy is back. And he is very, very bad. You do not want him anywhere near your community. He didn't get the memo. He's kept it going all day, doing some pretty funny responses. And you know, since I got this comment,
considering your video history, it seems like you're just fishing for this stuff for views.
Which was really weird because I was like, comment under a year-old video, and then when I go to randomly look up the person, they're a registered PDF, and that means I'm somehow fishing for it. But then I thought to myself, do you know what? You're right. We should milk this PDF for views. Thanks for the idea. I thought we would just do one more video to make sure that this person gets the memo this time. He once went by ANCAP Otaku, so he is somebody that follows the Wrestling Otaku. If you cover him, he could be in your comment section.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
So I had posted up this community tab post where I said, a must-watch video. It's an important topic. And as you can see, the topic was maps. We call them monsters, they call themselves maps. And it's a video discussing how we shouldn't consider certain things edgelord humor, and that we should take them quite seriously. And since I watched that video, I thought, you know what? They're right. We do need to take this seriously. So let's do that. He had commented under that post.
So, you're able to see this, yet ignore toxicity within other communities because they align with your beliefs. Got it.
So I just said, maybe you should just go back to jail. I actually responded to you via a full video. Not sure why you're trying to force me to discuss topics I don't discuss on my channel. I discuss CSA and being a survivor, but I do not discuss feminism or LGBTQ topics. I never have and won't start now just because you're all upset in my comments.
What's kind of uncalled for, don't you think? Why should I be in jail? What, because I disagreed with you? By the way, the fact you felt the need to make a video shows that I must have really got under your skin.
It was more what I found out just by searching for your Patreon name. I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't even know you made a video about me. I'll maybe check it out, but I'm not trying to force you to do anything. I just simply saw one of your videos and I'm not going to act like I know about what you normally upload on your channel. I've seen like one video from you, but what I will say is evidently you do talk about feminism and LGBT stuff on your channel, even just casually, because otherwise, how would we even be having this discussion?
Well, actually, Wrestling Otaku brought them up, and I made a joke about it, and then you decided to go on a big rant in my comment section about both communities and how toxic they were, and then tried to get me to agree with you, and I'm over here like, this isn't even what the video was about, my dude.
And all I did was just a couple things in your otaku video that I disagreed with, and I just gave my thoughts. That's all. I wasn't even angry. I just expressed my thoughts.
Yep, no. Oftentimes when people are in great moods, they leave me 7 comments.
Also, you should definitely choose your video titles more carefully, because I didn't regret any of the things that I said, because I don't think any of the things I said were wrong. And I think you took a lot of what I said out of context, and I was trying to further elaborate on some of my points, but every time I tried, YouTube kept auto-deleting my comments.
YouTube will only auto-delete your comments if you're breaking terms of service. So, what were you saying in those comments? Was Was it really hateful?
Now, if you don't talk about feminism and political stuff on your channel, that's fine. I apologize if I got the wrong impression of your channel. I was only merely responding to the points you made in that specific video about otaku.
And nowhere in my video did I at all talk about the LGBTQ community or the feminist community and how they should be supported. I just said that wrestling otaku has a very warped view on women and that no one that was gay would want to date him. And that somehow led to all of this. So he went and checked out my video.
Well, I apologize if I got the wrong impression of your channel, but if those are not things that you normally talk about, I was just confused as to why you felt the need to mention them in your response to otaku.
Again, he mentioned them. I made a joke in response. You really need to watch the video again.
I wasn't trying to start anything. I watched your video. It just randomly popped up on my algorithm. I heard a couple things that I disagreed with. I left my thoughts. None of this is really necessary. You're kind of taking a simple disagreement a little too far. I would have never feel the need to dig into your personal life and try to weaponize it against somebody.
I've never gone to jail for 4 years for harming a child. I think that you have one nerve to come and write under any videos or any posts of somebody when you have that in your background and then think that you have some kind of moral high ground anywhere. I was absolutely shocked by what I found out about you, but then it made sense why you're commenting to me the way you are, especially now.
Yes, if you ask me, that little mocking voice that you do to try to make me seem like presumably some kind of neckbeard loser or something, I find it to be a little bit childish and immature. Why not just read out the comments normally? Or do you really think that doing that voice is so funny?
People come here for my voices. That's what voice acting is. I have always done that on my channel. If you don't like it, then don't be such a neckbeard loser who touches children. Pretty simple. How about all of the neckbeard losers who touch children stay off of my fucking comment section? How about that? This is your warning.
I regret nothing of what I said to you, and yeah, I made some mistakes in my past, but I do think it's kind of low of you to start digging into my past and bringing things from my personal life into a simple disagreement. Yeah, 4 years ago I made a mistake. It cost me 4 years of my life, but I don't know what any of this has to do with the fact that I left one comment disagreeing with you, and for some reason you took it personally.
You actually came at me and tried to insult my intelligence over a comedic comment that I made because you took it personally. And you did not just leave one comment disagreeing with me. You've spent the past 24 hours commenting non-stop all over my channel. It's been insane, sir.
I imagine you wouldn't be too happy if I started trying to dig into your personal life and put it out there. That's not cool.
Well, you know what? Too bad. People already beat you to it. I've had my entire life blasted. I've had sexual assaults outed publicly that I wasn't yet ready to out. I've had CAS and cops at my house. I've been through everything. Welcome to the internet, my dude.
Not to mention, you say you talk about survivors, right? Will, you do realize I myself am a survivor myself, right?
I said I talk about how I'm a survivor. I talk about myself. I don't talk about other people's stories. Those aren't my stories to tell. And I think that you have one nerve to come over here and call yourself a survivor when, this person is a survivor? Well, you don't get to carry that status anymore because now you've hurt somebody and made it so that they'll have to try to survive now. You are scum of the earth. I don't know what would ever make you think that you would be able to come back on YouTube, even attached to your old name, and that anyone would want you here. Now I understand why you were so upset with me for posting up that anti-map video. I was wondering what the hell had you so triggered? Because again, going off in my comment section for 24 hours straight is just not normal, sir.
Calm yourself, that's not necessary. Why continue to escalate this further? What do you get out of this? I'm going to leave you alone if that's what you want. I'm sorry I ever commented on your video.
All maps. Stay away from my videos.
But I would thank you very kindly to please stop digging into my personal life. What you're doing is bordering on doxing. I'll leave you alone. You leave me alone. Fair?
No, I never doxed you. I covered up your name, but maybe not next time, so don't comment again.
After this comment, I will not say anything further. I'm willing to stop if you're willing to stop.
You won't be able to say anything further because you will be blocked, so there's that. Make sure you get it this time. But this is you. You need to log off the internet. Just completely get off the internet. Nobody wants you on the internet. And definitely get the fuck out of my comment section. I was nice here and I covered up your name, but this is a public registry. The next time, I won't be covering it up. Quite frankly, you don't even deserve that decency. I just have haters that really like to stick up for PDFs. That's all I have to say to you. Again, this person goes by Ancap Otaku, ANCAP Otaku, like wrestling otaku, or VSEN, VS Entertainment Network, or Kimi Mora. So if you see anybody that goes by those names, maybe just yeet them. Just block them, delete us, because they won't stop commenting to you. And as soon as I'm done this video, I'm gonna go and block this person. You know, we had to milk him a little bit. Because again, this comment. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous night.
I love all your faces, bye!